Previously on Alan Wake, I wrote a horror story that has come true. Thomas Zane did the same in the 70s.
You will go no further.
If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story. No one will survive.
You knew Zane! Thomas Zane! You're the Lady of the Light in the song!
He left something behind to help me. The clicker.
Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
I can get to her now. I can finish this. I had a hangover. My head was about to explode and the light hurt my eyes. I needed my sunglasses and painkillers to dull the pain. In one of my finer moments of self-deception, I swore to quit drinking.
Alright, it's actually been a bit since I popped in Alan Wake. I've been meaning to finish it for a bit, but, you know, I'm only one guy running this channel.
The sunglasses made the world look bearable. Now I could keep my eyes open without feeling like a vampire in the sun. The pills worked fast. The prospect of being awake started to seem bearable again. There was a message waiting for me on the machine.
You have one new message.
Ow! Are you still asleep? Wakey, wakey! You should have your show on your TiVo. If Alice wasn't too mad to record it. And she called me earlier and really chewed me out. Yeah, we went a little overboard last night. But parties are a part of this business. Al, look, I'm saying this as your friend. She's not doing your career any favors by trying to run your life like that, okay? I'll talk to you later, Al. Watch the show.
Yeah, I had a bunch of my data from not only my hard drives. Is that supposed to be Hitman pistols? Dual pistol, maybe Max Payne. I don't know. But like my PS3 got just completely wiped out. That's why I stopped a lot of PS1 games I was doing.
Previous night, talking about my latest book. The show was supposed to be waiting for me on our TiVo.
Yeah. Go ahead and watch this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Harry Gallic Show.
Thank you everybody. We have a great show tonight. I've been talking with the best-selling author Alan Wake about his new book, The Sudden Stop.
Yeah, good read. Go buy it.
No, it is a good read. Look, I'm gonna be honest here.
Is that wise?
No, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I got people who give me the lowdown on books. I'm a busy guy. But this one, I actually read from cover to cover. I mean, I'm a big fan.
Wow, thanks.
Now, this might be a spoiler for those who haven't read the book yet. Based on the sales figures, the 2 people out there who haven't read the book yet. But this last book is all about the death of the main character, the hard-boiled New York detective, Alex Casey. Now, there's been a lot of outrage about this. Why the hell did you kill Casey? What the hell were you thinking, man?
Good riddance. No, seriously though. 7 years and 6 books is a long time. He was a gloomy guy to spend all your working hours with, and it was a good run. But it's time to explore new things. My next book will be a departure from the old for me.
You selfish bastard, always thinking of yourself. Well, you've certainly given us a lot of entertainment over the years. And now that you mention it, Casey was a gloomy guy. Never had much luck with his love life with the ladies. Was that autobiographical in any way?
Yeah, no kidding. Casey's lady friends tended to die on him. With Casey, it was all about his pain. No, nothing autobiographical about that. I'm a happily married man. My wife is my muse.
Well, congratulations. That's great to hear. So, how's the publicity tour been treating you?
Good, great. But I gotta say, I'm glad to be back home in New York.
Well, you've certainly been on the news a lot lately. Lots of parties and, you got into a fight with some paparazzi.
Oh, man. Well, that guy was really in my face. I lost my temper. I know that wasn't cool.
You are famous for that temper.
Well, I did also write several books.
Well, your latest novel is called The Sudden Stop, and it's in bookstores now. Go get it. That means the two of you out there who haven't bought it yet. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for you tonight. I want to thank all our guests for the evening. Alan Wake, Sam Lake. Once more, do the face for us, Sam. And our musical guests, Poets of the Fall. Thank you. Good night.
At least I'd been funny. I told myself I could live with that.
Did you watch the show?
I didn't say anything stupid if that's what you want to know.
Okay, Grumpy. You want an aspirin or something?
Are you going to start with me about drinking now?
You know what? Go back to sleep, Alan.
What? Now you can't even talk to me?
Well, this morning I was angry because you said you'd be home at midnight and you showed up at 7 a.m. and passed out in mid-sentence. Now I'm over it. Are you angry?
This goddamn tour. It's gotten out of hand.
Oh, honey. It's almost over, right? We can get back to normal. Then you can start writing again.
I'm sorry, honey.
Alan, you're not thinking straight. Just take a shower and go back to bed, huh?
Yeah, you're right, honey. I'm sorry. Once this is over, let's go away together. A vacation. Just you and me. Some peace and quiet. Somehow, the clicker was the key to the cabin. I had to return to Cauldron Lake to save Alice. I'm going back to the lake to finish this. I'm going to write an ending to the story in the manuscript on my own terms, to make it all right.
Why can't you just write it here?
The last page is still in the typewriter. I need to read it first. Everything needs to be just right. Zane tried to cut some corners, and it didn't end well.
Okay, ready when you are.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but I need to do this alone. Barry, take her gun. Miss Weaver, close the door when I leave.
Good luck, Al.
See you later. When I got out, it was warm and sunny. I'd flicked the switch of the clicker. Had it done this? I didn't stop to question it. I had to take advantage of the sunlight to get to the lake. On Zane's page, I'd stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, about to use the clicker. That's where I was headed. Alone, in daylight, surrounded by
Gee,
the Pacific
I really
Northwest
want a
landscape.
cell
It was
phone
hard
service
not to
provider
write
right
down
about
Crumpet
now.
One last time. I could still chalk everything up to a dream, a delusion. I had enough imagination to make up something like this. Having been in the cabin all this time, trapped in a story inside my head, gone mad from grief over Alice's death like Hartman had claimed, there would be no way of knowing. I told myself it didn't really matter. My course was set.
So yeah, it's been a bit since I've worked on or popped in. Like I said, I had so many of my hard drive stuff just kind of crap out on me all at the same time, and you know, doing all of this, I have to do all of this stuff again, and you know, I'm only one guy running this channel, so it sometimes takes me a little bit to do everything. But yeah, gonna finish this up. Just put it in one video. Why not? Call it that. I want to finish all the older games I did, but like I said, I've just had so many. It just happened all at once. My PS3, which is what I was primarily playing most of my older game, you know, PS2 and PS1 games on, just crapped out of me. And the PS3 games I was doing at the time, like Demon's Souls, I have to redo from the ground up. Digimon's no short game. Neither is Demon's Souls. Crash is a very hard game. To get the true ending or whatever, because you have to break every single stupid box God, that game go die. I've got to do, like, redo, like, bugs and all these other games, and I'm planning on doing it. It's just going to take a little time. Since, you know, I do this mostly for fun, the older stuff. I don't exactly get paid for this like I do just posting what I normally do on newer releases, so, yeah. But I still like to do it. It's, you know, just because I'm a gamer and whatever, and I like to play older things. Well, this isn't that old. This is, what, from 2010? Came out the same day as Red Dead Redemption and Split Second? Split Second. And 3 games released. One was a racing game, one was Red Dead, and one was Alan Wake. I got Alan Wake and Red Dead, didn't bother with the racing, and actually played Alan Wake really first. Didn't really hop into Red Dead.
The darkness had touched me. There was a link between us. Always would be. I could feel its presence again, getting closer.
You know, by this point in time...
I will kill your wife.
Indeed. By this point in time, we've seen some of Quantum Break, the new game from, you know, Remedy, that's going to be out, I think, next year. And I'm really looking forward to Quantum Break. I hope they continue the Alan Wake universe one day, because it's such a great universe. And the way it ended is... I don't know. Sometimes ambiguity's good, but sometimes you just want that little bit of closure, I guess, you know? I'd love some closure with Alan Wake, to be completely honest. It doesn't have to be a happy ending or anything. It'd just be, you know, nice to have that little final, you know, bookend to the game. Especially since the game is so inspired by books, mostly by Stephen King. Even though it was with, like, a Stephen King quote, so, you know. But I'm actually not the biggest fan of Stephen King, now that I think about it. I didn't like it. Or, I didn't like the miniseries. The book was alright, I guess. I don't know. I'm not the biggest Stephen King fan. To be completely honest. Not the biggest Stephen King fan. Go ahead and look around here. Yeah, right now I've just been cleaning out my hard drives and stuff, because I record literally everything I do, even if I don't upload it, I record everything. So, yeah. I've got, like, hours and hours of Dark Souls stuff I need to just kind of delete and whatnot, because every time I pop that game in, I recorded everything I did, even when I didn't upload it. I haven't uploaded PvP for that in a while.
Based on the signature in the motel register, Agent Nightingale had stayed here, in room number 2.
But, yeah. So I've been doing that, cleaning some stuff. I'll usually find all the parts I did for a walkthrough, render them as one, put them on my, one of my hard drives, and yeah, kind of do that.
This had obviously been the room where Agent Nightingale had stayed when he hadn't been busy harassing me.
Good old Nightingale.
Could have fooled me.
I hope next time they manage to interweave more kind of fantastical kind of environments, because the woods are cool, but you spend so much time in wooded areas, which makes sense given to where this place takes place, you know, kind of small townish kind of feel and all that fun stuff. But, you know, it'd been nice if they had decided to, you know. Oh, Jesus. We're getting beat up by a, what is that? I was gonna check up here, see if there's anything up here. I don't think I ever really went up here before. I mean, if there was a collectible, I did, but that was on a different... That was before all my data got kind of wiped. I hated getting the coffee thermoses in this game. We'll just run over everyone. No biggie. I'm actually waiting for The Sims. Today is Sunday. It's right before Memorial Day. And I've pre-ordered The Sims 4, and I'm going to regret this, but I'm going to give that game I'm going to give it a fair shot. I love The Sims. I love the series. The Sims... Yeah. Sims 4 is kind kind of got a lot of missing features and whatnot, and all that fun stuff. And yeah, I'm kind of a little pessimistic towards it, but I'm hoping it turns out good. EA's digital crap, though. I haven't used Origins since, like, Dead Space 3, or no, Battlefield 4. I take that back. I got Battlefield 4, which was a mistake. But, yeah, EA's digital crap's expensive. Like, the only version of The Sims 4 I could find was, like, $70 freaking $74 with tax. It's not getting pushed off. I don't know, EA needs to work on their pricing with digital. The one reason Steam and Good Old Games is really nice, is because, and Green Man Gaming, is because, they have good prices. Sims is, or EA's kind of, a little backwards in that mentality. I don't know why. Origin itself's not that bad of a service, but, I don't know. I don't want to fall to my death, so I'm kind of taking it slow. Woo! One of the few games where inanimate objects are a genuine threat. Best to go slow and steady. There we go. But yeah, no, hoping the Sims 4 is good. Fingers crossed. I don't like to go into any game thinking it'll be bad, but Sims 4's kind of got me worried ever so slightly. Again, $74, that's a lot. Like, it's the digital deluxe version, which is, you know, all sorts of... In my book, digital deluxes are usually awful. Usually they're just content locked behind a paywall, which is, you know, you're your company, I get it, you want to make money, that's fine, but it's always kind of sat a little rotten with me, I guess you could say. I don't know. Just one of those things, I guess. Just one of those things. Go to the barn real quick. I do believe there are some items upstairs. I don't know. Sims 4 should be interesting, hopefully. Haven't even tried their creator tool yet. I always just kind of randomize it or, you know, whatever. I don't know. Should be interesting. Since we're in September, we're what? Less than a week away, or we're more than a week away, but just about a week away from Destiny, which is the hype train. I'm trying not to get... It's easy to get swept up in the hype, but, I don't know. I played the Destiny beta, and all I ever did, I did a few missions with a friend, and then just did the awning. We kept trying to hop on an awning in the main hub place. That's all we ever did. Or that's all I ever did, let me rephrase that. It's alright so far. It's not the most addicting game I've played, but it was alright from the beta. I don't know. That kind of... Okay. I've mentioned, I know Alan's a writer, but when you spend a very large amount of time running, it'd be nice to kind of go with the gameplay mechanic and just be like, hey, Alan can run for extended durations of time or something. Switch to pump action, sure, why not? This place is very easy to die in on Nightmare mode, I remember that much. God, I beat Alan Wake a lot. There we go. Wait, is that a vehicle we can get in? Yes, yes it is. You think the darkness would possess a bear? It possesses buses and everything else. Why not a bear? Seems to me that would be pretty helpful. Good old product placement too. And again, I've never been one that really minds product placement. I mean, as long as it's not like, you know, the game, or, you know, the main character is saved, although in this case, I guess you could technically say saved by a product, say by Energizer batteries, but that's fine, it's battery, whatever. But, you know, I get it, you need to fund your game somehow, and if that means putting a billboard here or there that says, hey, here's Verizon, I'm okay with that, whatever, doesn't really bother me that much. Woo! Ow. Doesn't really bother me too much. Hell, if that means a game can get a little bit extra funding to make it that much better, or, you know, spend that much more time in production, hell, all the more power to you. Again, as long as it's not like, you know, the main protagonist is, like, saved by, like, I don't know, or he's on death's door and he's saved by like a Powerade or something. I don't know. That's about the only time I really have problems with it. We're going to get ambushed here. There are some supplies though. Trade-off with that. Every single time you go to it, you're going to get ambushed. That's just kind of the trade-off. I saw a guy to the left there, but we will outrun him pretty much.
To get the container out of my way. There had to be a way.
I don't know why, but playing on Wake kind of makes me want to play Resident Evil or something. I don't know. I've been on a horror binge. I went through a couple of games I'd always meant to try, never got around to. I went through Rule of Rose recently. I actually played it twice, and I should have recorded it the second time around. I had a better understanding what the hell was going on with the story, but yeah, I went through Rule of Rose, both Silent Hill 2, 3, and currently working on 4. Went through both games in a series called Obscure, which I don't know how obscure it actually is, but it's definitely not a well-known series. It's first installment in the series came out in 2006, and the second came out in like, or was it, no, 04 then 07. First one was in 04. Actually, I have to check that out. Pretty sure the first one was in 04. Oh no, a haunted bulldozer. Huh, it's on fire. But yeah, went through Obscure series. I've been playing a lot of horror games. I don't know, I guess The Evil Within and the, what is that? Shoot, it was announced at the Gamescom. Shoot. Announced at Gamescom some sort of new horror. It stars Hayden Panettiere, of all people. She voices Kairi, however you want to pronounce it, in Kingdom Hearts. She was the Claire Bennett in Heroes, and she was in The Good Student? She was in The Good Student. I can recall way too many movies. The Good Student, Kairi from Kingdom Hearts, Claire from Heroes. She was in that, what was it called? I Love You, Beth Cooper. That was awful.
When I told Barry my plan back in the well-lit room, I'd acted as if I knew what I was doing. I didn't. I was operating on the shifting logic of a dream. I had to fight my way to the lake through the horrors of the night. I had to flick an old battered light switch imbued with childhood magic. I had to write a happy ending to a horror story.
You know, if you want to write a happy ending to a horror story, it's best if you're a female. They usually survive horror movies and horror novels and horror stories. Don't know why. Never got that. Well, I don't know. Why is that? I guess it's because you can kind of make... Maybe it's because a female can be, you know, obviously there are tough females and all that fun crap, but, you know, I guess you can... Wait, hold on. I don't know, I guess a female can be easier to portray as weak, or, like, more vulnerable, maybe? I guess it's easier to do that. I'm guessing. Don't want to run up there yet. I've ran up there too fast sometimes and the tornado will kill you. But, I'm guessing, you know, that's why females are usually kind of the main protagonist of, you know, a horror story or a horror movie. You know, easier to portray as weak and easier to give them that kind of arc where, yeah, oh yeah, you underestimated me, now you're going to get your ass kicked. Although sometimes that doesn't happen. Well, that too, and I guess it's... I don't know. Don't know, I'm not someone who decides how these horror things get made. Ooh, wait. There we go. But yeah, horror binge. I don't know, Evil Within, Until Dawn, I think that's what that thing's called. Rat basket. Okay, hello. Why don't you go away? There we go. Until Dawn, yeah, it has Hayden Panettiere and all that fun stuff. And I don't know. I'm hoping the Evil Within's good. I really hope that game is good. I absolutely adore I adore Shinji Mikami's work, so, you know. And I love horror. Horror is probably my favorite genre, personally, but I'm hoping the Evil Within. I'm picking up on 360 and on the PS4 just because I'm so behind that game. I've got it pre-ordered on 2 consoles. I am just so behind it. I hope it does well. I hope it's as good as it's looking. Although I may swap the PS3, I don't know. I shift back and forth usually.
That's where Cauldron Lake was.
But I am looking so forward to the Evil Within. Oh. Until Dawn, then you've got kind of the horror type, not exactly horror itself, but, you know, the Soul series has horror elements to it, and I think Bloodborne definitely has that kind of the unknown element to it. It kind of looks a little bit darker than Demons and Dark Souls. By the way, I hate the Dark Souls DLC. Absolutely, or I hate the second one. I can't believe the alternate, you know, hard boss they made was just a freaking Smelter Demon. I hate the Smelter Demon. Absolutely hate him. Oh, and the way you get to him. They didn't make it harder, they didn't make him himself harder, they just flooded you with, you know, dozens and dozens of enemies and whatnot before you got to him. Even if you take the shortcut path, it's very easy to come across dozens and dozens of enemies. And I think, what's that new thing everyone uses? Profound Walk? The enemies, it slows it slows people's walking down. I think that's what's called, maybe Profound Walk? I don't know. It's awful though, because everyone up to the Smelter Demon has it. Haven't got to finish it yet. I was busy with The Walking Dead that day. The Walking Dead and Infamous Last Light. Which I like Last Light better than I did the whole Infamous game. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Ah well, what can you do? Go kind of nice and steady. Oh, and yeah, why are Resident Evil 1 is like getting a remaster for like the Xbone and the PS4? I shouldn't call it the Xbone. I have an Xbox One. I like the Xbox One. I have significantly fewer games for the Xbox One than I do the PS4, though through no fault of the, you know, Xbox One. I have like Dead Rising 3, Titanfall, Resident 3 Titanfall, Rise, Son of Rome, which is just awful. That's Crimson Dragoon, Crimson Dragon, Guacamole, the free game they had, EA Sports MMA, and I think that's it. PS4, I've got 11 games. I've got Assassin's Creed, Battlefield 4, Assassin's Creed, Last of Us Remastered, Metro Redux. I don't know why I got Metro Redux. I have the other... Well, Metro Redux does actually have differences, you know, actually has new content, so that's nice. Especially 2033, and it has all the DLC, which I don't have on PC, but, Metro, what else? Metro, I've got them right here. Metro, Battlefield, Diablo 3, Infamous Second Son, Killzone. I hate Killzone. I hate Knack. Oh god, I hate Knack. I hate Killzone more, but I hate Knack. Knack is one of the most soulless games I've played. Actually, I didn't even like Infamous, to be honest. Or, it's not a bad game, I just didn't... I don't know. To me, it felt like... It just felt like a kind of a pointless continuation of the Infamous series. I didn't feel like I got anything out of it. Deslin was such an unmemorable character to me that I didn't even remember his name when I beat the game. And I got the game on the Monday, you know, one day beforehand, and that's spent, you know, a straight afternoon beating it. And I couldn't even remember his name. The main character. I couldn't remember anyone's name. It was just kind of, nah, to me. I liked Last Light, though, or First Light. You phrase that, First Light. First Light was awesome. I like that it focused on just one power, and that one power was, you know, Neon's kind of granted goofy, and I can't believe I forgot Neon was an element, but anyway, Neon's kind of a goofy power, but it's awesome in the DLC, or expansion, or whatever it is. I don't know. Yay. Got plenty of batteries. I think some items start getting possessed here in a second. Ooh, hello. Oh, for some reason RB didn't. Ooh. Cinematic camera. Ooh, crap. You know, this game still looks really good. Still looks really good. I think, at least. Then again, I'm fine with games not looking absolutely perfect and it dating, you know, a little bit. Start up the generator that's conveniently placed out in the middle of the woods. It's awful nice. Just random generators thrown about. You know, I think Darkness might have jumped the gun a little bit. Perhaps you'd have waited. Yeah, waited till I was about right there, then dropped the boat. A literal boat. Just saying. Ow, what the? We're damaged by Darkness splooge. Thankfully, we have a light. Well, couldn't we just shine the flashlight on ourselves to get health back if we're going by that logic? Just thought about that. Doesn't really matter. Playing this makes me wonder what what was that game called? The Vanishing on something Street? It had Hayden Christensen, the guy that played Anakin in Star Wars Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. Not that terrible of an actor. Not great in the Star Wars movies, but, you know, not many people were. Those movies had Natalie Portman in it. She was awful in it. That's alright. Ah, this way. Duh. Don't know why I did that. Lift will come down. We'll get ourselves some chainsaw guys. Tell you what, if the Darkness possessed someone with a gun, we'd be dead. Would you like to? Yes, there you are. There we go. If you played this game, I like playing it kind of frantically usually, just because it adds a little bit of tension, but if you're slow with this game, you can usually pretty much kill things without too much worry. At least in my experience. Someone's trying to chuck something at us. You'd think they'd chuck like their... I guess their weapons would disintegrate due to the light, but hell, if I was the Darkness, I'd give it a whirl. I would do something like that. That works just as well. Someone's running. Reminds me of PT when I would hear just moving. I still haven't beaten that yet because that stupid last puzzle. not getting a cheap shot in. I don't blame you. If I'm going to kill someone, I'm going to kill someone. There's no fair play in fights. If someone's out to hurt you, or if you're out to hurt someone and someone's out to hurt you, you know, may the most devious bastard win. That's the way I look at it. There we go. You know, I think the darkness would have had better luck if it wouldn't have been so blatantly evil towards Alan. I don't know. To me, the more successful evil is the one you don't suspect is evil. I mean, from the get-go, the darkness is appearing in, you know, bathrooms and what. I don't know. Maybe she didn't. Maybe I just want to be a good Samaritan and stop the darkness from destroying the world, or whatever it is you want to do. What is your vaguely defined goal? Like, you want to escape or something? You need artists to be, you know, to come to and all this stuff, but what do you do once you take over the world? That's my question. Like, what really is there after? If you catch my drift. As everyone gets a seizure from that that flare gun. Oh, you cheeky little minx. I don't want to fall to my death, so... Woo! Or will I?
You will fail. It's all in your head. You're making some.
Hell!
Shh, baby. You were having a bad dream. It was just another nightmare.
No,
Everything's fine. You're home.
it wasn't a dream.
Everything's fine.
Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on!
Shh,
baby. The power's out. There's no light. Come back to bed and I'll make you forget all about your fear of the dark.
My fear? It's your fear. Why aren't you afraid? You're not Alice. Turn the lights on now. Where's the clicker? What did you do with it?
Alan, honey,
Yeah,
you're still
no.
one foot in a dream. You're not
Though
making any
tempting.
sense.
No.
Come back to bed. Alan, you're scaring me now. Come back to bed. Have you taken your pills? Do you want me to call Dr. Hartman? I read your manuscript. It's brilliant. Departure is your
You're
best
so
weapon.
proud that you changed
You're
underwear.
genius. I'm
Did
so
you have
proud
gray
of you.
underwear on before?
Come back to
Whatever.
bed. We'll talk more about
You're
it
the
later.
darkness. I don't care. You're not consistent as it is. Why would your underwear choice be? Ow.
Come back to bed, Alan.
Come back to bed, Tom.
You must find your way to the cabin. It stands in your way. It won't let you pass. It has no heart. It's filled with darkness. You must fill its heart with light. Don't mind him. He's Mr. Your friends will meet him when you're gone. Use the clicker.
Yay, let's use the clicker. Or the flashlight. Bye-bye, bud.
I'm leaving you.
What?
I'm leaving you, Alan. I met someone. I'm in love with someone else.
Alice? No, what are you saying? You can't.
You don't love me. How could you? You don't even love yourself. All you do is torture yourself with work you can't do anymore.
No, I love you more than anything in the world. You're my muse.
I'm not.
Who are you? What have you done with my Alice?
Alan? What are you doing? Put the light back on. What are you doing, Alan? Stop! Put the light back on!
It wasn't true. Nothing like that had ever happened.
You're not my Barbara.
Tom, let me go. I promise to be good. Please, I'm tiny, you naughty boy. I will help you write your masterpiece. I will love you forever.
No, you're not Barbara Jagger. I made a terrible mistake. I should have never written you back. You came back wrong. Your heart is filled with darkness.
Put that knife away, Thomas. Put it down.
My heart is filled with darkness. I'll cut it out. I'll take you back to the depths of cave.
So yeah.
Filled with darkness.
Get away from me, you hag. Where am I? Let me go.
Alice! Alice! I'm coming!
Your husband refused to do as he was told. All he had to do was write what I wanted him to write. Now it's
Yeah,
too late.
again, darkness.
It's
Maybe if you weren't
his
so
fault.
overtly
He'll
evil,
stay here
your
forever.
desires and wishes would be fulfilled. Just throwing it out there.
Now you will never get her back. I am much older than you. older than your first work of art. I will find a new face to wear. Someone else to dream me free.
I could feel Alice's presence close by. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong. There's a long journey through the night back into the light.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
And so that's Alan Wake. Love the game. Absolutely one of my favorites. One of my favorite exclusive Xbox games, too. I feel as though Microsoft should be investing more so in games like this and everything. Absolutely love Alan Wake. Love everything about it. I hope I hope Quantum Break's, a step in the right direction. I want them to have good games like this. I love exclusives. Well, a little torn about exclusives. I like that they, can create competition and whatnot, But I hope Quantum Breaks is good. I hope it finds success. If it is as good as Alan Wake. I would love an Alan Wake sequel. I know there's American Nightmare. I enjoy American Nightmare plenty, but I want an Alan Wake 2. I want to, book into this series or whatever you want to say. So, good game. Sorry it took a while. Like I said, I had hard drive problems, with my Xbox, my computer, my PlayStation 3, so a lot of my older games just kind of went, poof, up in flames. So, all the stuff I'm uploading now, like Ghost Hunter and Metal Gear Solid 2, all those stuff are done. It's just I, got to render and upload it. Some days I upload dozens of videos depending on what the day is and all that stuff. So sometimes I've got to find a day. And here in a bit, I don't think it'll just be me working on this channel anymore. I make enough with it now to where I can hire someone to help. So hopefully that works out. And I hope you enjoyed this. Sorry for the delay. There'll still be plenty of videos. Like I said, this week, Sims, going to be uploading that. Sims 4. Dead Rising 3, the Ultimate Edition or whatever you want to call it. And then I might do Destiny. I might not. It's just going to be crowded. I might upload it. Might not. Depends. But, yeah. Hope you all enjoyed this. I'll catch you all when I catch you. And, yeah. Have a wonderful day. Take care.